A body dropped from a height h, here they given a body dropped from a height h with initial velocity 0. Okay, so here u is 0, we have to write the data. U is 0, strikes the ground with the velocity 3 meter per second. So final velocity given. So in the initial case, so you can take 3 meter per second. This is the first case. Another body of same mass dropped from the same height. So here height is same. Height is same. So in this case, so we need to keep in mind this point. So height is same with an initial velocity 4 meter per second. So here initial velocity is 4 meter per second. So the first case initial velocity is 0, final velocity is 3 meter per second, and the second case initial velocity is 4 meter per second and the final velocity we don't know, that only the final velocity of the second mass with which it strikes the ground. So we need to find out the final velocity. So the process is, first we have to find out height. So if you find out a height in this case, so this height of first case will be the same in the second case. So both the bodies are dropped from the same height. Then that height will be utilized in the second case. So we can find out V value. Normally the formula is S equal to ut plus of at square. S equal to ut plus of at square. So here initial velocity, final velocity is there. So we can use that formula here. So we know V initial velocity is there and final velocity is there, right? So V square minus U square equal to 2AS. We can use this formula. Why we have to use this formula only? Because initial velocity is there, final velocity is there, acceleration anyway we can take standard value. So G equal to 9.8 meter per second square, because it's acceleration. So we can take this formula, right? This value, acceleration we can take. So we can find out H, right? So this is the process. So we have to do the problem. So remember the values. So we'll do that now. So initial velocity u1 equal to 0 meter per second and final velocity is 3 meter per second, and second case initial velocity is 4 meter per second and v2 we have to find out. Anyway, both the cases h is same. Both the cases h is same. Now we have to find out h. So for that, v square minus u square equal to 2as. So anyway, a equal to g, that is nothing but 9.8 meter per second. 9.8 meter per second. So we can take this value. Now substitute the values in the first case. So that is v1 square, u1 square, 2a, h is same. So that's why I'm not marking one like that. So if you want you can mark, no problem. So s equal to h1 you can take. Now v1 square is how much? 3 square. So v1 is the 3 square. So you can substitute this value. Anyway, u1 square is 0, 0 square equal to 2 into 9.8 into, so s equal to h, as I said s equal to h. H I am taking. Now so here is 9 and 9.8 into 2. So how much? So you can calculate. So h equal to 2 into 9.8. So 19.6 will get it. So if you do that, h equal to, if you do the calculation, you will get 0.46 meter. That is the height. That is the height. So anyway, h is same. Now we have to find out v2 value. So second case, case 2. So in case 2 we will take case 2, that is, this is the first case and this is the second case. So second case same formula, v2 square minus u2 square equal to 2a s. Yes, anyway h. So you can take S equal to H, A equal to G, that is nothing but 9.8 meter per second square. Substitute the values. Anyway, V2 square we can take. So we need to find out V2 square. So you can take that value U2 square plus 2GH. Directly I am writing. Now from here V2 equal to root over. So now U2 value is how much? U2 value. So actually this is U2, right? This is U2. Now U2 is 4 square plus 2 into 9.8 into H already you got 0.46. If you do this calculation, we'll get V2 is 5 meter per second. So if you do this calculation, you'll get 5 meter per second. So this is the process. Once again, we do that. Once again, I'll explain. In the first case, initial value is 0. V1 final value is 3 meter per second. In the second case, U2 initial velocity given, that is U2 is 4 meter per second, and final velocity we need to find out. But in the both the cases, height is same. That's why I'm taking height is same. So we know the formula V square minus U square equal to AS. From that, V1 square minus U1 square equal to 2 GS also we can take. So you can substitute the values. H value you got it. That what are the values we got, we have to substitute in the second equation, that is V2 square minus U2 square equal to 2AS. V2 square equal to, you can take this value, that's it, then you will get U2 square plus 2GH. Now actual values, U2 you know, right, 4 square plus 2 into 9.8 into 0.46. If you do this calculation, you will get 5 meter per second. So the answer is 5 meter per second. So if you like this content, do like, share and subscribe to Student the Brand. This is your Shiva sir. Thank you so much.